So here we are with the ONN HD projector. Once I had taken the body off of it, I had released the top, unplugged the power module, and there's filters that were also involved that needed to be cleaned off, and some panels that I took off. All the screws are here, the proper screwdriver was used. So now my tools are a tack and a toothbrush. So now we're going to inspect the motherboard, and let's get a nice close-up of what it looks like here. Like right off the hop, I can see some sort of back and forth between all the electronics here. All these little lines here are indicators of voltage irregularity, arcing, and secretion of flux. Look at all those connections. Even just the minorest little sparks will make this thing offset and not work properly. So what the problem was is that there's a big black blob on the screen. And now I'm going to try to resolve the issue by cleaning out these connections. Even the ones right deep in here in between everything that shouldn't be connected. Because you see over here, these ones are not, there's nothing in between them. And there shouldn't be anything in between on any one of those. Any one of these connections here, look at that one, just terrible. So we'll zoom back out and show you. Okay, so yeah, see, when you get right in there, you can see where the arcing has begun, where the flux has melted the solder from the heat from being on too long. So what happens is the flux is secreted through the heat, through the solder, and every time you turn it on and off, it sparks more. And so that's an electronic motherboard issue that people don't really realize that they have when it comes to electronics, is that when you turn it on and off, it creates more power, which takes more spark, which creates more problems. Okay? So in between all this, I see that there's issues here. All that little white stuff in between everything should not be there. All those connections should be separate. Are you following me? I hope so, because it's pretty simple. So all these little lines here. Let me use a little pointy device here. Let's use this screwdriver here. Let's go back out a bit. Let me show you. So right here, from here to here to here to here to here to here, see those arcs? Those little lines in between everything that's going back and forth, okay? So here to here, all these little dots here, all up and down here should not be here. All these little dots up in here shouldn't be there in between the letters and the metal here, the solder. And we'll keep going around the motherboard and we'll show you. See, look at it. It just keeps going in a chain, which shouldn't be there. Right here, there should be that little arc right there, that upside down arc. Half circle looking thing, that shouldn't be there. Next one, same thing. Look at this big, huge one right here. Big, huge one right here going along here. All these little extra spots here, and this one connecting right here as well, right here. All these little spots in between all of these crevices and cracks. Right here, all along in here. All along in here, all this white stuff secreting. All these little dots is all metal. So if you get a lot of extra metal in there, you're getting extra arcing, which there's not a... Okay, when it comes to electronics, everything's positive, negative, just like life. You either have positive connections and you have negative connections. For instance, in electronics, you have to have positive and negative connections, like AC, DC, and AC power and DC power, right? You got alternating and direct current. So we're going to go down here to the main power source, which kicks in the power. So the red and black is your power that powers everything, okay? So you get your main power coming in. Okay, here's your main power. Your main plug is right here, right in the very back. See these big red and black juicy wires right here? There you go. That's your main power coming in from your plug. And then it comes in, goes through the system, and blah, 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 blah. I might even have to check the motherboard down there. We'll see how that goes in a minute. But let's see. Let's just zoom out. So let's see what's happening down in here. See, this one looks fine down here. Looks pretty clean. Nothing wrong with that. I don't see any issues down there. Might be a blown resistor or fuse. Who knows? I doubt it, though. I highly doubt it. This one right here, down in there, right here, does look like it might have a problem. Because there's that hole there, right where the solder is connected. And this little fuse beside it, this little resistor beside it, looks like it's black. Could be blown, who knows. So we're getting a big black on the dot on the screen. And there's no blown resistors. There's no blown capacitors. I don't see any chunks of metal anywhere down there. There's no secretion. That thing doesn't look blown. It still looks good to go. There's no splits. There's no breaks. There's no tears. There's no corrosion. There's no splutters of metal anywhere. So let's check it out. Let's just go work on this main motherboard at the top for now. And we'll even check out this one right here, where the other power outlet's going in and out from all your other connections. So every one of these motherboards has to be checked out. So, but for now, I'm going to work on this top one and try to clean it all up the best I can. And then we'll take it off, and then we'll do another video.